Hello, everybody. I hope we all are doing very, very well. Welcome to Behind the Mic with me, TinafiJay, and I hope we all are doing very, very great. Now, today's a special episode because I have brought a very special guest. He is a multi talented person, he's a singer, he's a songwriter, and he actually has a very, very amazing voice. I'm pleased to introduce to you all Mishael Musa. Welcome to the show, Mishael.
Shalom, shalom, everybody. Hope you're all doing good. I'm happy to be here. All praises to the Most High.
Yeah. So to get things started, I will start up with an intro song, and after that we are going to get the ball rolling, and we're gonna have an interactive session with Mr. Mishael here, and hoping that all of you will be touched. Quick one, in case you're watching the stream right now, please do well to indicate in the comments, share the stream to your loved ones, and let's praise God. Yeah, so I want to start this one with Ordinary People by Kobams Asukwa. I'm going to be doing this a cappella, although it's one of my favorite songs. And a quick one, Mishael is also visually impaired, and he's also yeah. So like I said, I'm gonna kick off with Ordinary People by Kobams Asuko. Then we're gonna get the interview started. So here is Ordinary People. A child in the distance playing in the rain, a sweet sound of water flowing away, a construction worker coming home from work, the parents and their children going to church. Happy little baby draws on your shirt for one extraordinary day. So let us have a world of ordinary people living life the way God wants us to. And if we have a world of ordinary people, extraordinary things will happen through me and you. Ordinary Abraham, he was just a man, but he'd kill his son for the price of the lamb. And let us consider ordinary Job, who lasted out, but in God had his hope. Ordinary David, the little shepherd boy, brought down Goliath with a stone and a toy. Sweet little Jesus, ordinary child, the carpenter's first son, humble and mild. If anybody told you he'd be Messiah, you probably will laugh it off, I know. So let us have a world of ordinary people living life the way God wants us to. And if we have a world of ordinary people, extraordinary things will happen through me and you. 'Cause every little baby has the power to be great, and every tall tree grew up from some mustard seed. No ordinary children going of the war, 'cause no single leader is worth dying for. No ordinary mother would cry herself to sleep, 'cause no ordinary father will come home after 3. So let us have a world of ordinary people living life the way God wants us to. And if we have a world of ordinary people, extraordinary things will happen to me. Yeah, you, yeah. All right, that was Ordinary People. Yeah,
Oh,
so that was the
praises to
intro
the
song.
Most High.
We're about to start the interview with Michelle. How are you feeling about this interview today?
Yeah, I'm super excited, really. All praises to the Most High because it's an opportunity that the Most High gives us to, speak to His people, speak to our brothers and sisters. So I'm so excited about it.
All right, that's very 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 great. All right, to my first question,
And I
my
really love the song you sang. All praises to the Most High. It was encouraging,
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I really do appreciate.
all praises.
All right, so okay, so my first question is
Yeah, I'm with you.
my guests are very my audience rather are very happy to meet you. So can you tell us a little about yourself? Where did you grow up, and when did you discover that music was what you wanted to do?
Yeah, this is a good question. Um, Let me start this way. My name is Mishael Musa, uh, from Guaranga Jirmala, Bogoro. I mean, Guaranga Jirmala village. That's the name of my village. Bogoro
Oh
local
wow.
government area of Bauchi state. Um,
Okay.
I'm Zar by tribe, popularly known as Sayawa. So the occupants of Tafawa Balewa and Bogoro local government, respectively, in Bauchi state. Um, Born and brought up in Bauchi, and a small musician actually. So I think that's basically about me. And I knew that I was to do music. I think since when I was in primary school, I wanted to do music, but
Hmm.
not in a way that to take music as my number one priority and the thing I'll put first in everything I do. Like for example, make my other hobbies go low. I don't think it will
Hmm.
happen that way. I thought music was kind of like, the second thing to me. So I would have
Hmm.
something, doing, then at my leisure time, do music. But growing up,
Hmm.
I saw a lot of visually impaired people doing music from
Hmm.
my school. I schooled at a school for the blind children in Gindri, in Mangu local government area of Plateau State. That's where I schooled primary school, and my secondary school I did it here in Bauchi Special Education Center, Bauchi. So um, I kind of asked myself that time, is it every visually impaired person that will do music? You understand? So
Hmm.
because my
Yeah.
senior, my guardian that time was a musician. Uh, when we were in primary school, like plenty people were doing music. Everyone would come with his song, compose song. Then I was like, let me be
Yeah.
different. You understand? I was telling
Hmm.
myself that I will be different. No, 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 I will not walk in that how am I going to put it? That public space, you understand? Let me have my different niche of life. So I don't know. The most I was just laughing at me, saying, "Are you the one to decide for yourself? So you want to be different, like, right? All these things."
Yeah. Of course.
So, so growing up, I did not take music that serious, but I was engaged in every group, virtually every group in the school. I was in the choir. I was in the YCS, that's the Young Christian Singers. I was in the YBF, Young Boys Fellowship. I was in the Mountain Zion group, Salvation Voices, like virtually every singing group. There was a time I sang in the New Life for All, but I came and denied them at some point. so so it was only groups that was meant for sisters that I was not joining. So, but to cut the long story short, in the year 2022, that was when. I begin to know that this music, like it's my calling. You understand? Uh, People around me, from the testimonies and some of the personal encounters I had myself, I later, knew that music, that was what the Most High created me to do, to give Him the praises before every other thing follows. I don't know if I answered your question correctly.
You really did answer that question very absolutely correctly. I mean, you have a very very interesting musical journey. I must say, like you literally had joined every choir. I mean, you didn't want to really do it at first, but later you
Actually,
realized, and God put you in that path to actually serve Him, and it's
yeah.
really really a great perspective. It's really really
and and
really
and to
nice.
and,
And
and to add to it, there is this my friend. He's just behind the scene now. His name is Maeli. There was a point he was telling me that there will be time that I will be called, because at that time I want to be a, one renowned journalist globally. You understand? So he said there is
yeah.
a time that they will call me for this journalism work, and I would not be available because of music. I was thinking, no, no, no. Like he was like kind of out of his mind. You understand? But actually, that's
Yeah,
what will come to happen.
yeah, you didn't expect, you didn't see it coming.
Yeah, actually.
All right, that's a really nice perspective out there. I really am inspired myself. So moving on to the next questions. Me as a visually impaired person,
Mm,
um, I'm speaking for myself. I know that I have a different way of listening to music and digesting it. I know that I
mm,
make sure that I hear every single nuance in a piece of song. So
mm.
I want to ask you, how do you digest music yourself? Like, how does the music come to you? Like, do you find that you're able to understand some things in music that others might miss? How do you basically digest your music when you hear it? Do you hear it passively, or are you always in tune to the music every time you hear it to hear every single detail?
Yeah, all praises to the Most High Ahaya, Asha Ahaya, because He has made our ears to be our eyes. So these ears are kind of like special. They have some special capabilities that normal ears would not, possess, I believe. So actually, when I
Hmm.
listen to music, um, I listen to music my own way, and my taste of music is not that high. But I mean, I virtually enjoy a song, except if I don't believe maybe in what you're singing about, or some other stuff, maybe production stuff. But I will not just criticize the song just like that. I like singing. So, but I've actually like sometimes listen to what others don't listen to, because I can remember back then when I was in the church band, there was times that I would be assigned with the responsibility to give a song like a professional listening. You understand, so that I'll be able to figure out the instrumentation sometimes and the parts, some of the things some other people could not figure out. So that's to tell you that the ears are always functionable, and all praises to the Most High for that.
Really, really nice. I mean,
Yeah.
you. It's really, really special. And you said something that really caught me. You said our ears have some kind of special potential because
Hmm.
we aren't able to see, but our ears become our eyes to some extent. So
Oh,
we hear what
and,
others
and 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 our
tend
nose
to
also, because
see.
we can perceive wells. That's on a lighter note, though.
Yeah, yeah, of course. All right. I mean, it's already been really, really, really nice talking to you right now.
All praises to the Most High. I'm enjoying it also.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, really very, very great. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, can you tell me like
But
who
just
are
put
some
it
of
at
the
the back of your
artists?
mind. Just put it at the back of your mind that I'm going to ask you some questions also before I leave.
Of
Because
course,
I was,
it's an interactive
yeah, yeah,
session.
yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah.
All
Can
right.
continue.
So, to the next question. Um, who was that person that at the time when you were younger, who was that person that encouraged you and told you, hey, you had a very special talent that the world needs to hear? Who are those people that pushed you? And that I'm talking about where you were like younger, when like you talked about primary school and all that, when you were still coming up and very young. Who are those
Hmm.
people who told you that hey, you had a talent that the world needs to hear and the world needs to know about?
Okay, thank you for this question. Let me start this way. Um, my father, from his own end, did not endorse my, musical career at that time because he thought for musicians at that time, musicians, all these. I grew up in Bauchi, so we're just used to the Hausa music here. Like most of them are just like beggars, you understand? So whenever I told him that I want to be a musician, he would tell me school first. You understand? You do want to be a beggar, something like that. So, but I can remember there is this elder sis of mine that I do make her back me up sometimes when I'm singing. I do make her back me up sometimes, and she did, and it kind of like encouraged me at that time. And oh, I think so. That's what is happening. My elder sis at that time, her name is Sister Blessing. So she kind of like backed me up at that time when I'm singing. I tell her, "Oh, I have this song, Auntie." So if I say, let me just take, for example, let me just cite an example. One of the songs make up and say, Dunia yanzu talalace, jama'a mu yi lura. Then she'll say, Dunia talalace, jama'a mu yi lura. But she was kind of like, the thing is making her to laugh. Like, is this boy serious? So everybody around me was thinking like this music thing was not a serious thing to me. But in the year
Okay.
2022, there was this uncle of mine that taught me in the Sunday school. It's like big brother. He was the one that started telling me that, bro, you need to take this your musical journey serious. You need to
Seriously.
start
Hmm.
something about it, and people need to start hearing what the Musa has put in you. I think that was the major move in my life in the year 2022. That's when I began to, you know, I started a group that time that we sing, and I was the leader of the group. Though the group, yeah, it's still existing like partially, but so we went for ministrations and all that. And then just cut the long
Hmm.
story short. That's just it.
Um. Really, really, really nice. I mean, I'm really, really enjoying this conversation. So, a little bit, yeah. You actually started giving us a song, though. That's actually great. But yeah. Before we go, I don't want to. Oh, I just want us to hear, uh, his voice. So he's gonna give us an acapella. I'm gonna play two of his songs, though. But, for now, he's gonna give us an acapella first. Then I'll play two of his songs subsequently in the show. But for now, let's take a music break and hear his voice. Let Mishael, let's have an acapella pieces of acapellas from you.
Oh, you want me to sing? Okay. Um, what song should I sing?
Yeah, you can sing any song.
Yeah, but it must not be my song. You understand?
Of course, no, it
Yeah, let
mustn't.
me.
It mustn't. Just saying.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I know a God who is mercy, full and kind, faithful and gracious. Mm. I'm the apple of his eye, third that fills his heart every morning, noon, and night. Mm, 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 mm. He loved me when I didn't care, and was patient till I came running back into his arms. Oh, 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 see how he turned my life around and made me a shining light. His glory to reveal. Oh, so I will worship him forever, love him forever because this God is too good. So I will worship him forever, love him forever, because this God is too good. Oh, I will worship him forever, love him forever, because this God is too good. Hey, I will worship him This God is too good. Eh, 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 this God is too good. Oh. Nobody can love me like the way you do. Nobody can touch me like the way you do. Nobody can hold me like the way you do. Nobody can treat me like the way you do. Nobody can hold me like the way you do. Nobody can touch me like the way you do. Nobody can treat me like the way you do. Nobody can do me like the way you do. Hey, my father cannot do that. My mother cannot try it. Except you God, yeah. My father cannot do that. My mother cannot try it except you got. Oh, you got, yeah. Oh, we gonna tell it to the world. Always that we've got Yeshua. We gonna tell everybody. Always that we've got a Savior. We gonna tell it to the world. Always that we've got Yeshua. We gonna tell everybody. Always that we've got a Savior. We gonna tell it everywhere. Oh, we gonna tell it everywhere. Zankaya wakoa, chewa inadeshaya. Zankaya wakoa, chewa inadeshaya. Zangaya wakoa, chewa inadea shaya Zangaya wakoa, chewa inade shaya inade shaya oh inade shaya Zangaya wakoa, koa, 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 yeah. Zengaya koa, 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 koa. All praises to the Most High.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That was very, very, very beautiful, I must say. You
Praises,
you were
praises.
really, really talented, and that was really, really, really great, and I enjoyed listening to you.
Look at what's going on? Network. Kazu kana gani nan ko baka gani? Thank you for life over. Hello, Mr. Tinafi, can you hear me? It's like we're having a network glitch. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like we're having a network glitch from my brother. Okay, like you're back, right?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Welcome back.
All right. So, sincere apologies to all of you
Yeah,
who are
yeah,
watching the stream. Sincere apologies. The network glitched out.
yeah.
So moving on to my next question, I asked. So Mishael, can
Yes,
you tell
sir.
us some of the artists that inspire you so much, and some of them that you could call your role models?
Okay, inspiration comes in different ways. Um, there might be somebody that I just love his voice. You understand how the Most High has blessed him with the voice and how he sings, but like it may be basically not everything about him. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. You understand?
All right. Mm.
Yeah. So, but I can say if you're talking about role model wise, I can say the legendary Jeremiah Young, the big brother. I can call him as my number one role model at the moment. Yeah, but there are some artists also that I do, as I said earlier, I do love the way they sing, and but that doesn't mean that they are my role models. You understand?
That's really, really nice. And
Yeah,
I also
exactly.
respect Uncle Jeremiah so much. He's someone that I look
Yeah.
up to so much because he is one person that I look up to so much. So you mentioned
But
asking me questions. Do you have any questions for me?
inspiration wise, even you speaking now, you are inspiring me because what you do, it make me kind of like gear up also.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. But you mentioned asking me questions. Do you have any question for me?
Yeah. What's your goal in music?
Sorry?
What's your goal in music?
Yeah, I think my goal in music is to basically tell a story with every song. And most importantly, to preach the gospel and to preach the message of God through my music and through my art. That's one of those are the two important things. So it's
Okay.
either I'm passing a message that the world needs to hear, or I'm preaching the gospel, which actually go very, very in line with each other.
So, but is there a particular genre of music that you base on?
Yeah, I think for me, I basically prioritize music that is morally sound and is deeply gospel rooted. That's the kind of music that I create, and I think that's the kind of music you create too.
Yeah, yeah, with same line. All praises to the Most High for that.
Yeah.
So I think
All
for now,
right.
these are the questions. For
All
now, I
right.
might
So
have
let me
some going forward.
later, of course.
Yeah.
So let me quickly run through the rest of the questions I have.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me a minute. Let me get the question.
No problem, no problem.
All right. So I've always been curious about your process. When you're writing a
Hmm.
song, what usually comes to you first? The melody that you hum, or the lyrics and the message, or do they come both? So do you get the melody, what you hum, or the lyrics and all that? Which one comes first? I'm curious to know.
Yeah, actually, most of the times the melody comes first. You understand? But when the melody comes first, then later I start getting some few lyrics, then I'll open my phone recorder and start recording. And whatever drops at that moment, I record it and work at it. Then I work on it later on. That's what usually happens. But sometimes there are some that the message, like the words, comes before the melody, but that's like kind of like rare. But most of the times the melody comes.
Classic. So when the melody comes, you have to then fit in the lyrics into the melody that you've just gotten, because later
Actually,
the lyrics will
there
come.
is a song. There's a movie called The Keeper. Have you ever watched that movie?
Oh,
Hello.
that's really really, yeah, I'm here. That's really
Yes,
really nice.
yeah. There's a movie called The Keeper. Have you ever watched that movie?
No, maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's I think by Mount Zion Productions, if I'm not mistaken, Mount Zion Films. So there was a day that the movie was like kind of how am I going to put it shown here in our area. You understand? It was kind of like an outside um I want to say outside coverage. I'm in lots of words now, but I know my viewers know what I want to say. It was shown outside, like kind of like a public, film show. Thank you, like a film show like that. You understand? So after watching the film, I watched with them. After watching the film, I came back. There was this word that was ringing in my mind, menene ribana. That's in house in English. What's my gain? What's my profit? So it's from the film that those words drop in my mind. So later on, I started getting the melody for the song, and all praises to Most High, the song is alive now, and I'm still, you know, uh, modifying it day after day as the Most High permits. So songs like that, I got the lyrics first, but most of the songs I got the melodies.
Very nice. So, that song is actually kind of similar to a song I wrote. I think I told you about it before. It's very similar to
Mm,
a song I wrote, because mine was that I just looked at how the world is today, and I thought to myself, what shall it profit a man? That Bible verse, what shall it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Because you might have all
mm-hmm.
the cars, the money, and property, but then what people forget is that all these things are vanity at the end of the day. So, I mean, it's something that's kind of a coincidence, but really, really nice. I mean, so can you
Yeah,
like give
that,
us a
that
rendition of
of the
a
song.
little bit? Just give us the hook of the song and then
Don't
translate
worry, I
to
can
those
sing. I
who
can sing
cannot
everything,
understand
man.
Hausa.
I can sing everything, man. These are not. These are an opportunity. So let me sing. It might speak to someone out there. Who knows?
All right, all right. Let's have it. Let's hear it.
Yeah. So here it goes. Mineri bana, mineri bana, mineri bana, oh oh oh, mineri bana. Idan na sami duniya da rasa mulkin sama, na sami kuɗi kuma na rasa raina a wannan rayuwar nan. Oh, oh, menene ribana? Idan na sami duniya na rasa mulkin sama, na sami kuɗi kuma na rasa raina. Wannan rayuwar nan, oh, menene ribana? Ai ni na ce menene riba na, oh, oh yeah. Menene ribana? Mm, menene ribana? Whoa, idan na sami kuɗi kuma na ƙare gidan wuta, menene ribana? Idan na sami kuɗi kuma na ƙare gidan wuta, me ne ne ribana idan na sami gani kuma na kare gidan wuta fa idan kowa ya sanni ubangiji kuma bai sanni ba me ne ne ribana tuni na ce me ne ne ribana oh yeah. Menene bana idan
Hmm.
kowa ya san ka Ubangiji kuma bai san ka ba, menene ribanka? Idan ki samu komai kuma kin kare gidan wuta, menene ribanki? So what shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose eternity? What shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and end up losing his soul? Hey, menene ribana, menene ribanka, in samu komai kuma muka kare. Oh,
Very, very nice, Mishael.
all praises,
So
all
yeah, for the
praises to
English speakers, it basically he basically says what will be his gain. Like I explained earlier, to gain
hmm
the whole world. He even mentions in part of the song. He said, "What if
hmm
he gets his sight, but at the end of the day,
And
he doesn't make heaven, or he doesn't,
like, can you like just
and he loses
imagine?
eternity."
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you just imagine? I get the side and
Yeah.
see all the beautiful women. You understand? See all the luxury, see all everything, and end up in hell. You know, it's better I lose this pleasure and get that pleasure. It's better I smile in Zion and cry here. That's it.
That is really, really powerful, Mishael. That is
And
so, so,
what
so much
happened in the
powerful.
movie? It was somebody, I think, someone selling his soul for money. So that was like kind of what driven my. I mean, it drove my attention to have these lyrics. And little did I know that it's in the scripture. I later found out that wow, Christ even talked about it.
That
Mm,
is
yeah.
really, really nice. All right. So, my next question is, as a visually impaired artist, do you
hmm
ever feel that you are limited, and what are some of the challenges that you face? Because we all face a lot of challenges as visually impaired artists, but what are some of the challenges that are unique to you?
Um, talking about this, I will not call it a problem. Talking about this, how am I going to put it? In Hausa, I call it gata. How am I going to put it? Oh, okay. This special ability. Let me just use this word because I love the word to use it. Let me just use. I think it can compensate for it. This special ability. The most I knew the reason
Mm,
why he allowed us to be in this, in this train, so he doesn't make mistakes. But the challenges that you ask, I do face some challenges. Sometimes like I want to go out, I can't do it on my own. You understand? Um, we're living in a country that even if they see you with your guide cane, they don't care. A car can break the guide cane and move, and that's what is happening sometimes. So so these are some of the challenges, and maybe coming to my ministry, sometimes I would like to edit something, I would like to do something online, and no one to help me. So that would kind of like uh, delay the thing that I wanted to do at that moment. But the Most High has provided me with people to do that. But sometimes you must face the challenges. But I don't usually allow them let me down. I just feel whatever the Most High allows to happen, it happens for a purpose. So all praises to Him, God. That's it.
that is really, really, really
Yeah,
touching
these are
for
just
me.
some
For
of the
me,
challenges, not all, though.
goodness, that this is really touching though. I am really, really inspired. Even me who is asking you these questions, I'm very,
All
very
praises to the Most
inspired
High.
right now. Yeah. So, yeah, we both sing gospel or
But I would
songs
like you
unto the
to share
Lord.
your own challenge also.
Okay, challenges I face are very similar to yours because sometimes I need to move around and well, there are some kind
Yeah.
of things that when no one is around, it's really, really difficult. Things that require vision, those
Mm.
things get really difficult for me.
Mhm.
And yeah, mobility and all that stuff. Those are some of the things that sometimes can hinder me from getting things done. But and also, I mean, back then when I was in school, there are some times that I wasn't able to navigate the premises, or maybe when there
Mm.
are stuffs that I need to cross and all that stuff. Those are some of the challenges that I face, really.
Mm.
And but I know that everything, like you said, everything happens for a reason, and God knew
Mhm.
exactly why He made us, why we are like this. So, all praises
You,
to Him.
just a point of
So,
encouragement to all of us. Before you continue, just a point of encouragement to both of us. I believe as we are patient in this way and not going, to sin against the Most High, and start thinking why this, why that, and if we are patient and appreciate the Most High in this way, in the challenges, in the midst of the challenges, I believe our patience would be rewarded. That's what I believe, and the Most High is gonna, turn it out
indeed,
positively.
our patience will be rewarded. So the next question is also about challenges, but this
Okay.
time as regards to the general music industry. What are some of the
Okay.
things that you feel that are not so great that are happening in the music industry that somehow hinders people who have talent from even getting through the door, creating a lot of guardrails for people who have talents. I mean, not just for visually impaired people, but especially for people like us.
Okay. Thank you for asking me this question. I think the number one thing um, is lack of support. Lack of support, lack of investment. No one believes in you to invest in you to help grow that talent that the Most High has given you. I'm just speaking, let me speak from personal perspective. Like for me, I will not speak for anybody. For me, I would be like having the zeal to sing. If you leave me now, I can sing. Let me not just exaggerate, but let me say I can sing for an hour or more, just giving some sweet songs of praises and worship to the Most High. You understand? So, but what if I don't have, the instruments to do that? No keyboard close by that you can just grab a piano and, play, and or even you not be the one playing, somebody play for you. And that's a challenge on its own. You understand? So these are some of the challenges our people are feeling. Music is kind of something that they cannot invest in because they think it would not pay them back, not knowing that there are some of kind of music that you invest, like music that praises the name of the Most High. Even you would not be like paid back by the one who you invested in. But I believe the Most High is seeing you, and He says in His Word that He who sees what you do in secret will bless you openly. You understand? But I believe everything has its own time. Yeah, everything has its own time. The Most High is still trying our long suffering and patience. If it be the time for Him to allow all these things to happen, understand? You know what I'm saying? Like to have a good setup that you can just go on at any time and sing. Maybe you might feel like singing at night. You have a song in heart and you want to like just hit it at that time. The spirit, like your body's on fire at that time. So, but if you don't have the opportunity to do that, that's how that thing will go. But like somebody like me, I just record it and keep it because I believe the time is coming that all these things will happen. So I'll just um, advise us like small upcoming musicians, like let's just be patient with the situation. Everything's gonna be a story one day.
Of course. All right. So I would like us to have another music break. I'm gonna be playing a produced track. This one he calls it C, but it's a feature track. He was featured
Yeah,
by
by my
Prince Maya.
brother Prince Maya. Sure, sure.
Yeah,
All
so
praise
here
to Musa for
is,
that, and shout out to him and
yeah,
entire
shout out to
Ngata
him.
network, Jenny Luke and Uncle Kasali, Uncle Jeremiah Young, and their wives and children. Shout out to everybody.
Yeah, shout out to them. But so here is C. Enjoy.
I've seen the sun wake, seen the earth shake. Watch your life gives, see the grave take. So take the moon, the stars, go near and far, the mountain trees. If you believe, and see the seas, cross over seas. Cause the things you see can make you see. Seen a man born, seen a man die. Seen a man still blind with his eyes wide. Seen a man rich, seen his son poor. Asking what he did with all the money for. Was it the money, Lord? Did he wake up in the morning praying for the money, Lord? Money house, money car, money job. You see how my people are broken, you see? You see how my sisters are dancing with Eve. For their bodies, they want to be driving a Jeep. Vain are the thoughts of a man that will sleep. My people love vanity and lies, you see? That's how we will move in the skies, you see? Blessed are the ones who've been gifted with eyes, cause to see the truth is a gift from inside.
Over now, okay. If you believe you will.
So what do you see when you look at the mountains, the trees, stars, creation in its splendor? Do you just see these things, or do you see the one that made them? And made every little piece that holds them together, that holds you. Do you believe? Do you see?
All right, so that was C featuring our brother Mishael right here. My brother Mishael, very great song right there. Really love it. Yeah, very nice, very good. So I also have another song I'll play, but let me ask a few questions before I
Yes, sir.
uh
Yes, sir.
yeah. So for my next question, we both of us believe in creating songs that are gospel rooted, songs that are clean, songs that are not having negative messages. How important do you think such kind of songs are to the world right now? Uh, Especially considering the fact that in today's music industry there are a lot of songs that are edgy and always explicit.
Um, Me, I believe the Most High give us our voices for His praises. So any song that does not, you know, give glory to the Most High at the end of the day, to me, it's not a song I should, you know, listen to or endorse. Like that's on a personal term I'm speaking. You understand? So
Mm,
let's just we cannot force everybody to sing a positive music because we're singing positive music, but we just continue doing our own. And the kingdom is for the remnant, and I believe the remnant will hear
mm.
what they're supposed to hear. So it's not everybody that must. that will enter the
Okay.
kingdom of the Most High.
All right. So my next question is, what are the people who are not hearing these songs, the songs that are clean and not morally sound? Can you like highlight what they might be missing by not actually getting to hear some of these songs?
You know, everyone has his own music taste. So, um, and out of the abundance of, I mean, yeah, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. So anything you see somebody doing, it comes from his heart. So, like, I would just advise them to just know what they are listening to, because music kind of like connects to your spirit, and before you know, you start acting what you hear or what you sing. You know, I can remember in the Bible there was a time that King Saul was demon possessed, and it was David at that time before he became king, that whenever the demons come on him, he would come and play his harps, and you'd get them driven away. So get them, yeah, get them driven away. So um, that's to tell you that music is not just physical; it's spiritual. So if you're listening to a negative song, guess what spirit you're inviting into your body? And our bodies are
Of
the
course,
temples of the
negative
Most
spirit.
High. Yeah, thank you. If you're listening to, songs that promote all sexual, and attitudes and everything, so you're inviting that spirit of lust into you. Same thing as you, watching a pornography movie or something of that nature. So, but if you're listening to clean songs always, guess what? That's what you begin to sing. That's what you begin to meditate about. That's what you begin to dream about. It will, like, you'll just be attached to it, because the Most High says, the Bible says, faith comes and it cometh by hearing. You understand? So you grow your faith by what you hear.
Mm, that's really really powerful. So here is a question that I've been
Yes,
wanting to
sir.
ask. So, do you have
Mhm.
any specific moment? Let's get a little bit not so serious, but can we get like what was some of the most interesting or the funniest thing that had ever happened to you while you were either recording a song in the studio or when you were performing live?
That live thing, I don't think I have any funny moment, because whenever I'm singing live, like, I sometimes kind of like, not just myself. So let me just say it. I'm just moving forward to kind of deliver what I need to deliver at that point. So,
Mm,
but recording wise, I was recorded without my knowledge. So that's like that's the most funniest thing that ever happened to me. My first song that was recorded, the brother just told me that, hey, okay, let's just have you run the song, so that we'll hear before we go, and take the recording. So he got me, wore my headphones, and I sang. I unknowingly to me, he recorded me at that moment, and when I was done, he said, "That's it." I said, "Yeah, what do you mean?" So I think that was funny.
wow. So he just caught you off guard.
Yeah, and there's an opposite side of it, because I can remember recording a song that, you know I wasn't able to hit a particular note in that song, but I recorded again, like, that song. All praises to the Most High, but we finally did it.
Really nice. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, aside music, what are some of the things you love to do? What are some of the other things you find pleasure in? Like, aside singing, which is your main profession or something that you want to do full time.
Yeah, I told you earlier that I never believed. 5 years back, I think, 5 years back, I've never believed that music would be my number one choice of life, or praising the Most High, because it's not just music. You understand? The music, there's what the music is going for. So if, for example, I'm singing the music to promote my brand. For example, if I'm singing a music, for example, I have a brand phone that I'm selling. You understand? I'm producing. So
Yeah.
I'm singing the music always to promote my brand. Like, come and buy my techno. This is my techno. So that's not called music to me. That's called
Yeah.
advertisement. You understand?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's called advertisement. So what I'm doing now is not just music, but evangelism, because
Mm.
singing for the praises of the Most High and calling on the attention of the public, of my brothers and sisters, to turn away. Let us all turn away, because I speaking also, I'm not 100%, but where when the Most High shows me what I need to correct and I am able to correct it, then I tell it to my brothers and sisters out there. So um oh, let me try to go back to your question. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm lost. But come on. Sorry, come again with the question. I kind of like go away like too far. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. What
I
I do
just.
apart from music. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was trying to build up the ball. You understand?
Momentum.
From the
Yeah.
goalkeeper to the defender to the midfielders before we go and score. So at the
Yeah.
point
Of course.
at the point in time, we kind of lost control of the ball. So opposite from Musa for getting it back on our foot. So
Mm.
um I listened to the radio. I wanted to be a journalist earlier, so
Mm.
I listened to the radio, but not that much, because the zeal and that urge for radio has drastically reduced and has been replaced by music, which is also surprising me sometimes. So I do listen to the radio, and I like, interviews. Come on, like I always enjoy interviews. Like for example, this interview, even though I'm the one hosting, but I'm not like tired of it. I feel like we should just go on and on and on and on. You understand? So, but I know there's a
Yeah.
time that we just have to stop. So, I like interviews. I like listening to the radio. I like radio shows and shows just generally, because radio and TV now are kind of like merged in the new media, having the internet. Yeah, and if
Mm.
it be the will
Yeah.
of the Most High, ma, if it be the will of the Most High, I'm saying Most High, ma, sorry. If it be the will of the Most High, I would maybe, if he allows it, have my own radio in the future. But guess what that radio is gonna be about? You understand now? It's all about the Most High and his music, and not any trash. Yeah.
Mm. Of course. Of course. That's really really nice right there. So the next question is yeah. So we are able to, some people think that gospel music or songs that talk about God have to be boring. What's your
Hmm.
perspective, and how do we keep our songs sounding fresh and pleasant to the ears, because music has to be pleasant to the ears? How do you think it is important for us to make sure that we properly record and produce our sound to make sure that it is polished and the world or people who are listening would appreciate the sound that they're hearing?
Sorry, you said the gospel music has to be modern. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, has to be clean, and I mean, has to be nice, polished. Basically, it has to be
Yeah.
clear enough, like the audio quality. How important do you
Yeah.
think? Because many people think that you just need to just you can just record anything and just you know.
Oh.
But how important do you think having a song that's polished and all good is?
Okay. Actually, where your treasure is, that's where your heart is. Yeah, I don't know why, but I feel like I like to speak it in Hausa. I would like to speak it in Hausa. Inda zuciyarka yake, nan da zuciyarka yake. There's this song by one brother, Mr. Naftali Yakubu. I so love the song. He said, inda dukiyarka yake, nan da zuciyarka take, sai mu yi ajiyar mu a sama. You understand? Like
Oh, Mr.
in the
Naftali.
dukiyarka take, yes, nan da zuciyarka ma take, sai mu yi ajiyar mu a sama. So, masu bi sai mu yi ajiyar mu a sama. So, what you believe in, that's what you invest your strength the more in. So, I don't think the music, the praises of the Most High, it is not supposed to be taken casually. You understand? I don't underrate any song that is given to me from above, from the Most High. So I kind of like invest my time in it well. So anyone doing that, I think that's what he should do. So let him not think that because uh, it's not to him, it's not on the public stream line, or it's not that kind of songs that people contest for Grammy and everything. But just give it your best. It's the Most High that will reward you that, and the people that will hear also will enjoy it. Right. So that's how we
That
can keep our
that's a
music
very
fresh,
nice
actually.
take.
Yeah. The Most I said we should serve Him with all of our strength. We should love the Lord our God with all of our heart, with all of our strength. So the music too, we're doing it with all of our heart, with all of our strength. When we are dancing, we dance like even if the bone got broken, we don't care. Like it's for the Most High. Oh, praise. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Very
Mhm.
very nice perspective on that one. I mean, yeah, in as much as I mean, God is a God of order, and I mean, if showing giving him, if you have the ability to, you should be able to also give him something that is a very
Valuable.
high standard because he is God, and
Sure.
yeah, you need to give you something
And where's the value
that's
if it doesn't cost
valuable,
us
very
anything?
valuable.
You understand? If it doesn't cost us our time, our thought, our strength, our professionalism, where is the value there? So we cannot give to God anything just like that, anything because we feel like, because you remember the story of Cain and Abel, when the other sacrifice was rejected and Abel's own was accepted. So if you are giving anything, of low standard, guess what? Heaven is not gonna recognize it.
All right, so yeah, you're also gonna share your social media handles. Yeah, can you like tell us where can we find you? Not done with the interview though, but can you tell us where can we find you? I'll also repeat this for emphasis, but tell us your handles everywhere, how people can find you, so that they could be able to hear these wonderful songs that the Most High has put in you.
On YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and AudioMark. Probably Instagram. I'm having some issues with my Instagram account, but I hope to fix it very soon. We'll get a new one if it be the will of the Most High. But if you just type Mishael Musa, Mishael, then Musa Musa, I think you get me there. Yeah, are you still with
All
me, Mr.
right,
Tinafi? Okay.
yeah, still with you, of
Yeah,
course.
okay,
That's
okay.
really nice. So his social media handles are Mishael Musa. Those
Yeah,
we can
even on
find
WhatsApp,
him.
come on, even on WhatsApp and Telegram, I've forgotten. I have a channel on WhatsApp and Telegram. You just search
Yeah,
Mishael
of
Musa, but
course.
that one has M square in bracket. So, but I think if you have Mishael Musa, you must not write the M square. But that's what kind of like differentiate it from the others.
Oh, okay. That's really great to hear. I mean, it's really nice. You have quite a strong digital presence, then I guess. Well done. Yeah. So, uh, I wanted to ask, do you have
Hmm.
any Bible verse? Like whenever you have a tough day or whenever things are not going as planned, or whenever you feel down, do you have any Bible verse or any song that kind of uplifts your mood and make you feel a bit happy and make you feel encouraged? If you don't mind sharing it
Um,
with us.
the song, the most I can put any song in my mind, but there is this Bible verse that even if you go to on my Facebook page now, that's what you will see on my bio. Psalm 6 verse 5. That it says, uh, "For in death, you know, there is no remembrance of thee. Who shall give thee thanks from the grave or in the grave?" I'm just paraphrasing, but that Bible verse kind of like reminds me to use my time judiciously and wisely. You understand? Every time there are some Bible verses, like every Bible verse is important to me. It depends on the time and the kind of the situation I'm in. That's what will comfort me at that moment. But like this is my anchor that holds me everywhere. I even tell them, even on my grave, I think they should write that because that's a wake up call for me. Like that's a wake up call. In the grave, there's no remembrance of the Most High. So this is the time I have. There's this song. I don't know if you know it. So yanzune na kedadama in Rama Kayabo Ndomi Watarana Bani. So that does it. That does it. So even this one, I don't know. This might be the last song I might sing in my life. Like, who knows if I'm going this night or tomorrow morning? You understand? So I just use every beat of my time for the praises of the Most High. I
Hmm.
feel if I invest them in something
So
different, it
we're
might be like me giving it out to trash or something of that nature.
that's really great to hear because no one knows.
Hmm.
So we're almost wrapping up. So I think I have like two questions left, and they're
Go
all
ahead, brother.
interconnected. So
It,
my
I don't want us to wrap up,
second
oh,
to the
but
last
just we
question.
have to wrap up. Yeah,
Of course, yeah, this was really
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
So I want you to can you like give an advice to someone who is visually impaired and someone who feels down and someone who wants to start his musical journey but is feeling limited by the equipment that he has? Can you give a word of advice? And in fact, to any artist around there who feels limited, what is your advice to them at this point?
Galatians chapter 5 verse 22, for the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience. Number 4,
Mm,
patience. Some versions like the King James version said long suffering. You understand? If you go,
mm,
if you want to know the rest of the fruit of the spirit, you go to Galatians 5:22. You see them there. So let us be patient with what we have. Let's appreciate our 5 loaves and two
mm,
fishes. I believe the Most I said, if you are faithful with the little you have, He would enrich you with more. So that's why I was like kind of talking about that support, that equipment. The Most High is allowing it to test our long suffering, our patience. The equipments are gonna come like fully geared up, like if it be his will before we leave this earth, we're gonna praise him the way we want. And even if it doesn't come to pass, when we make it to the kingdom, we're gonna praise him like never before. So but let's be patient and let's believe in ourselves. uh let's believe in the Most High first, not ourselves, because our man can fail, our heart can fail us, because the Most High says, for the heart is desperately wicked, and who can know it. So let's believe in the word of the Most High. Let's believe that whatever He says, it will happen. It will surely happen. And start with just the little you have. Even if you cannot grab a piano and play some sweet melodies, use your mouth, because your mouth needs to know electricity. You understand? I just sang some a cappella songs here without any, you know, uh, uh, um, uh, without any instrument, without any guitar or anything. Just
instruments.
appreciate your five. Yeah, just
Yeah.
appreciate your 5 loaves and two fishes, and you can feed the 5,000. Yeah, the miracle happen.
Very powerful. Yeah.
Yeah, and to
So
our
for
fellow
the very
brothers out
last
there,
question.
yeah, before
Mm,
you go, our fellow brothers out there, please let them store their treasures in heaven. Yeah, someone will say, how can we get to heaven and store our treasures here? The Most High says that if you give a cup of water to any of these disciples in my name, surely your reward will not be denied. I'm just paraphrasing, I'm not quoting, you understand? So, like, find that person that usually you believe in. Find that person that you think, if he has the opportunity, he will do more than expected. Then give him that support. Doing that, you're storing your treasures in heaven. That's music wise. And apart from that, you can store your treasures in heaven by helping the weak ones around you, by helping the poor ones, the widows, the orphans. You must not have a 1 million naira to give. Someone might just be in need of just a single 100 naira to buy sugar and drink his gari and sleep. So if you give him that, you have made his day, you have made his night, because he has the gari, it's just the sugar. Or someone doesn't have the gari, but if you give him the 100 naira or the 200 naira, he might buy the gari and he's okay with it. There are some times that if you're hungry, the most you can kind of like, minimize your stomach a bit, that you can appreciate whatever comes your way. Someone is just in need of a few, kobos to buy some detergents and wash his clothes. So check your neighbor. You understand? Check your neighbor. What's the need of your neighbor? What's the need of your brother, your sister? Don't go out there doing it to, I don't know. I don't know the name of this thing is in English. Inu like, do you know Muruchi? I'm from the north, so there's this thing we call Muruchi.
Yeah.
So it's
Mm.
yeah, so it's made out of the giginya seed. I'll look for it after. So but
Yeah.
so the tree of that giginya kind of like give its shade far from the tree stand. So those close
Mm.
by will not enjoy the shade. So if you're doing like that, you're going out, giving out to people on camera, post on TikTok, post on Facebook and every other thing, and your neighbor is sleeping hungry. That's hypocrisy. And the Most High, even if we read Matthew 6, it tells us, to do our things in secret. Let's not sound the trumpets, sound alarms like the heathen do, so that we'll not just receive applause from men, but rather, if you do it secret, you'll receive applause from God, and His own will be openly and massively and surprisingly. That's it. So with that small thing, you can, turn somebody's life around, and the Most High is gonna bless you for that. So I think we're still having a downtime from his own end there, but before he comes back, yeah, let me, So I own Agani, I need Angatani. This song, kind of reminds us of the kingdom coming, that if we work hard, we're gonna be there. So, Seruki Ahaya, Aishi, Ngakwe Manigira Menisa Wanda Ubana Yagina. Mm, mm, eh, mm, Randana Kamasayina, I need Uncle Magidam Papana. Kwenda gidan baba gidan abba gidan ba akwai salama gidan baba na gidan abba gidan baba na akwai hutu gidan baba na akwai dadi gidan baba na oh to ai yau na gane ai ni dan gata ne kama sarki a haya ai shi baba na ne ai yau na gane ai ni dan gata ne ai zan je London suka hana ni ma fa da visa wai uba na ba shi da naira talauci ba mu da sisi come on I went to my neighbors Abita Bachan na action kallon fim ɗin kuɗi ne wai na zo don sun dafa masa come on wai dan na zo wai don sun tuya masa da nan gidan ubana ne nawa ya sai kulle goba randa na gama zagi na ni zan koma gidan babana akwai na da gidan babana gidan abana akwai salama gidan babana gidan abba gidan ba akwai hutu gidan babana akwai hutu gidan babana sun kulle kofa wai talauci ya cije mu kama ba mu da bidiyo sai black and white television mun je kallon rambo wai mu leko can daga window makarantar ma muna nema suka hana wai state of origin ina nan gidan ubana ne mai gori sai ya bani hanya gaskiya ran da kan zaki na ne zan koma gidan baba akwai na gidan baba na akwai salama gidan babana gidan babana gidan babana gidan babana akwai salama gidan babana gidan abba gidan babana come on I'm just singing to fill in before Mr. Tinafi comes back because like we're having a downtime from his own end there but I believe it's not gonna stop us from anything and the Most High allowed it for a purpose. You understand what I'm saying now? So I'm singing Dangata by the legendary Jeremiah. Yeah. Yeah, so let me go to this rap verse. I don't know if I can do it, but let me try it. Come on. Okay. But when we wait, and then kuma day. Before I had 1 meal, I had to go. Come on. Okay. But when we wait, and then kuma day. Before I had 1 square meal, I had to go through what they call it, but day. Yeah, Christmas da awaba, wandan masa tayyadi. Yeah, suka kira mu banza, wai dare da rana gwaza. Ne, muke ci, now we're going internationally. Started from the bottom, headed to the top, the call is the greatest. That's what I mean. Okay, yanzu mu ne ‘yan gata, arziki fiye da ɗan tata, kawo molo da alkaita rangada kamar mamman shata. Ayyo na gane, come on, ai ni ɗan gata ne. Sarki a haya, ai shi babana, ayyo na gane, ai ni ɗan gata ne. Sarki a haya, ai shi babana
Hey,
ne.
brother Mishael.
Welcome back,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you.
We
I
just
was hearing
can't.
you.
Yeah. That's it. All praises.
Very nice, very nice. I mean, thank you so much for joining.
You,
I
you know, you
really,
know
really do
the
appreciate.
song. The song kind of like reminds us to keep our hope alive.
Yeah.
The song kind of to keep remind us to keep our hope alive. We might be poor here, yeah. Might be drinking gari and sleeping here. Let them just enjoy their bed of roses, enjoy their Lexus, their Ferrari, their Bugatti, their Maserati, their every tea. Let them enjoy their bread and tea. You understand? Every tea. Don't worry. Time is coming that we're gonna smile. Also, if the Messiah comes, if the Christ comes, and if we hold on to our faith and hold on to our truth. So you say you have another question? I'm ready, sir.
Yeah, so this is the last one. So we're out of
Okay.
time, so it might just be brief. What
Mm.
other advice do you have to give any other person who is watching you? And what are the final thoughts do you have to say right here?
Okay. Let me do it this way. Menene amfani na yin bambi a haya ba? Menene amfani na yin bambi a haya? Ubangiji gani, na zo gabanka mai iko gani, na zo gabanka. You said we're out of time. Let me just wait here. But nazo gabanka in baka yabo. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13, he said, let us hear then the conclusion of the whole matter to fear God and keep his commandments. And in verse 14, let me just paraphrase. Every other deed would be accounted for before the Most High. The Most High will judge every other deed, be it good or bad. So what I'm saying here, let put God first. Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and every other thing shall be added unto you. So God first in our life. There is no other one. God first in our life. Mm. God first in our life. There is no other one. God first in our life. I remember this song from our primary school days, so that's why I just sang it. So God first. That's just the long story. I was just trying to make them understand. God first. We were meant for his praises. We are meant for his, that's the duty to keep his commandments. Let's go into the Bible and check whatever God says we should do. Whatever the Most High says that I am. Ahaya Asha Ahaya, because that's his name. Whatever he says we should do. And whatever he says we should not do, let us not do it. The commandments are not yet done away with. Matthew 5:17. He says, I'm not yet come to destroy the law, but to fulfill every bit of it. I'm just paraphrasing. Uh, no single jot of the word of the Most High will gonna fall down to the ground. You understand? So that's just it.
All right. Thank you so much, brother
All
Mishael.
praises, all
Thank
praises.
you to all of our audience who stayed tuned, even with the technical problems we
Yeah,
had. I wanted to play his second song. In fact, that was the first song he ever recorded. It's titled "The Earth
sure,
Is the
bro.
Lord's." You could
Yes,
go check that
sir.
out on YouTube. But since I was able to play it today, I will be playing it tomorrow for sure.
Okay, sir.
But thank you so much, brother Mishael, for joining the stream.
So thank you so much. I want to take this time to appreciate the Most High first, Ahaya, for giving us this time to, to speak out our minds and to do His work. That's number one. Number two, a big thank you to my father, Mr. Musa Paul of Yelwanka Gadama in Bauchi State, retired worker of BRC Bauchi. So So, and thank you to my family, everybody that stood, because there are people here behind the scene, you understand, trying to make sure that
Yeah,
everything is
yeah,
all
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, people
Shout
like
out to
my,
them. Shout out.
yeah, my
Yeah, shout out to
cybercrime
all of them.
manager. I call
Yeah.
him cybercrime manager, but he's not committing any crime, so that
Of
NIDA
course.
or any other law agency will come after him. Talking about my Lee Enoch and their like, my
Of
brothers
course.
like Chongvrumi. And thank you to you also, Gaskia,
Yeah.
for seeing it fit to invite me here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My sisters are here. People like Naomi, Ishaya, Hope Dauda, like people are here trying to make sure everything goes well and to grace this special interview. So all praises to them. And thank you to the Younger Time Network. I want to send a special shout out to them as I did earlier. Um, Mr. Jeremiah Young, the legendary, and the entire family. Yeah, I pray that the Musa will bless them all. And a big thank you to Prince Maya. Prince Maya, permit me to send you shout out also. Jenny
Of
Kluke, Uncle
course.
Kasali, and their family. Oh, I really, really respect them. And a big thank you to everybody that watched this interview or watching it live or watching it later. We thank you for your precious time. We thank you and we believe your time is invested, in the heavenly grounds. We believe it's not going to be a waste. It's on the fertile ground, God's willing. So thank you to everyone that has been supportive because people that encourage me are people that support me, the people that believe in my brand, that share my products and everything. All praises to Musa. Sorry, I speak a lot. Yeah, Okuri. you know,
No problem,
I
Mishael.
still
That's
have
just
that
your
bit of
time.
journalism in me sometimes. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Of
Thank
course,
you.
of
Thank you,
course. That
Mr.
was really,
Tinafi.
really great. You're
A
welcome,
good
brother
one.
Mishael. And
Yeah.
shout out to everyone who watched the stream.
Mhm.
Thank you so very much. Without you, I will not be able to, we will not be able to do this. Thank you so much. And thank God for letting this happen and
Yeah.
letting this
For giving us
opportunity
the
come.
breath. Hmm.
Yeah. So,
And opportunity.
like I
Thank you
said,
to
you can
mommy
check out.
also. Thank you to mommy behind the scene. Yeah, I have to
Yeah,
thank
thank you to
mommy.
her. She's, yeah, of
Yeah, may
course.
the
Shout
Most
out
High
to her.
bless her abundantly also and renew her
Yeah, and
strength.
shout out to her actually. That's
Yeah,
actually true, bro. Yeah, thank you.
actually, yeah.
Yeah, so you could go check out Mishael Musa on all streaming platforms. He's right there on
No, I'm not
Facebook.
on Spotify. I'm not on Spotify. You tell them all streaming platform. I'm just on AudioMac,
Okay.
YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, WhatsApp, and Telegram.
Okay. So
yeah,
he's on those social media platforms that he just
yeah,
listed. You could go check his music out, and like I said, Dear God is still available on all streaming platforms, so you could go check that out. And I will be sure to play "The Earth Is the Lord's" tomorrow when I come live again, so that y'all can hear it. Cause trust me, it's my favorite song that he's ever sang. So see you in another stream. This is Behind the Mic with TinafiJay. Stay blessed, stay happy. See you tomorrow.
Shalom, shalom, shalom.